right, everyone. This is Jennifer Dono again of Young Female Entrepreneurs, a weekly show that happens every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. Our show's about 30 minutes. It's a live show. And then afterwards, we have an awesome after party, which we just started doing with the live stream a couple live streams ago. So we first had Corey Freeman on as our after party guest. She's on the chat tonight. Hey, Corey. And the Stacey Harris was last week, and she did a phenomenal job. And no pressure, guys, but you've got some big shoes to fill. So we're welcoming on the married couple. So we've got, this is our first married couple on Young Female Entrepreneurs. I was actually speaking to the husband of the group, which his Twitter handle is @DustJacketTech, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he was saying, oh, I'm going to be a dude on a Young Female Entrepreneur show. I'm like, that's the beauty of it. That's where we get some interesting perspectives and fun stuff that happens. So we've got @DustJacketTech and @SweetMinKelly. So if you guys are on Twitter, use those handles. It's @SWEET, like sweet, and then MINKELLY, like the name Kelly. And then DustJacketTech, Dust Jacket, and then TECH. Hopefully we can all spell that, but you never know. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about how you got involved with Sweet Minerals before I hand it over to you.
Thanks, Jen.
I'm just wearing Sweet Minerals right now. My name's Phil. I'm not actually involved on the front side of Sweet Minerals. I help Kelly, my beautiful wife, with the technical aspects of it. When I found Kelly, she was huddled behind a PC, suffering in silence, and ever since then, 13 years ago, I've been kind of dragging her, screaming and kicking out into the light. And so I was pretty heavy into tech, and I kind of have used that in all of the direct sales that I've been involved with. We've both been involved in a couple different direct sales before Kelly got involved with Sweet Minerals. And then with Sweet Minerals, I've done a little bit of graphics. I've done a little bit of coding, on very, very small amount of back-end coding, helping Chrissy out with the website. And then just trying to do whatever I can to annoy people as little as possible, trying to get them to understand technology as a whole.
I am a home educating mother of 5. Yes! That's Sweet Minerals. It knocks 25 years off. No, I'm kidding. I'm a stay-at-home mom for the time being, and I'm a self-taught artist. And I was looking for a way that I could actually benefit myself personally, spiritually, physically, just in every realm of my existence. And I went to a friend's house. She was having another friend over, and they did some makeup, and I absolutely loved it. And I have been fond of makeup most of my life, and this was a perfect fit. It's very low-key, low maintenance, and it's very affordable, but the great thing about it is it's good for your body. And that was a very big selling point for us, because we have some health concerns in our family with some of our kids, and we try to maintain a healthy lifestyle when possible. My husband is also a military member, and this is a fit for that as well. He helps me whenever he's available, and he's been my sole source of
insanity
support. And it's kind of a lot of give and take, and we have both grown together in the short time that we've been involved with Sweet Minerals. And they're a very generous company, and they're first and foremost, I love this company because they strive to help you succeed. That's their main goal. They want you to succeed, not only as a businesswoman or business person, but as a human being, as a female. They want you to love your life, and they want you to have a great life.
I think that's awesome. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'll say one other thing that I like. I always get excited when I talk to military families, because I think it is such an interesting, like, separate ecosystem from the regular like
subculture.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. A number of you guys, shout out to all of you. Tiffany Silverberg is one of our very more of a leader military wife within our community, and it's amazing to hear their stories. Kate, she has a low calorie meal plan that she's often in here. I'll have to make sure that I have the link in this video, but they often talk about the culture of how a woman can succeed in that, and how you can really bring in what you were doing pre-marriage to this military person. And it's all very, very interesting. So without further ado, I'm not going to talk too much more, because the point of the after party is that we let you guys talk. So we're going to go ahead and feature everyone that's talking in the YFE chat on Twitter, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to you, Kelly and Phil, and you can talk, Philip, and talk about where it is, what you're doing with your business. There's a lot of hot button issues right now that you might want to talk about. We were talking about the work at home option with Yahoo. So yeah, I'll go ahead and let you guys take it over. Thank you so much for hosting our after party. I really appreciate it.
Thanks,
for the
Jen.
opportunity. Do you want to start with the Sweet Minerals and what you're doing, and how you spend your time?
No.
You have to.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, how do I spend it?
This is Kelly. She, as she said, she is a homeschooling mother. Right now, we're homeschooling 4 of our kids, and so she splits time between the homeschooling and taking care of everything around the house and dealing with me, which in itself is a full-time job, as anybody who is married will know. And she also does Sweet Minerals on the side, so she splits her time doing that a couple nights a week and sometimes all day. Do you want? Is that good?
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Your turn.
We're done. I am not a public speaker, so this is a very uncomfortable time for me. And Sweet Minerals has really helped me to have to reach out of my comfort zone, but it's allowed me to meet some wonderful, wonderful new people, and it's allowed me to help other women who might be who feel insecure or unconfident about themselves. It has helped me to lead them down a path of confidence. And there's a transformation in a woman who feels good about herself. You know, when I excuse me, when I meet a woman and I show her how to put on makeup, because for some reason, we just kind of, men, you'll probably think that females have, it's genetically inbred that we have that gene for knowing how to put on makeup. We just come out of the womb and it's all on, and we're, from the time we're toddlers, we're running with that lip gloss. But it's not that way. So I will meet women who are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and they have literally never applied makeup in their lives. And once they learn that, there's some type of transformation in them that happens. And do we need makeup to make us feel beautiful? No. But does it help? Yes. And I have watched a lot of women become much more confident just because they've learned to apply a little bit of makeup. So if that's all it takes, I'm all for it.
That was good.
Thank you.
So from my perspective, it's true. I listened to some of Kelly's stories, and I promise I'm not going to out any of the previous folks that she has helped to host a party. But as a guy, I know that when a girl feels pretty, she's usually in a much better mood. So I have tried to encourage Kelly as often as possible. Sometimes these parties go really well, and I can tell because she comes home and she's giddy and giggly and happy and smiley, and then other times she comes home and I can tell right away she has not had an awesome party. So I usually try to distract her attention by showing her some obscure bit of technology. That's the only thing I can do to help her, but I do my best. Does anybody? I'm looking through the YFE hashtag, and I don't see a whole lot of questions for us. Nobody has any questions for us. Does anybody have anything regarding the like Jen was saying, the removal of the work from home policy? I work at a job right now. I used to be in the military, but I'm not right now. I work as a contractor for the DoD. There you go. Stacey Harris said, girls who feel pretty look pretty, confidence will do amazing things for you. That's absolutely correct. Maybe you should have read that. That doesn't quite sound the same as if. Why don't you?
Stacey Harris has a good point that she made. It says, girls who feel pretty look pretty. Confidence will do amazing things for you. Stacey, thank you for summing it up in a nutshell.
At 140 characters. That's
very nicely done.
Corey, yeah, I agree with Corey. Yahoo's gone a bit crazy. I have a job right now that the primary purpose of our job is when we're on the road, but we're only on the road a certain amount of time. So when we're at the office, there's really nothing for us to do. We can be intensely more productive while we're at home because everything we can do in the office, we can do from home. And I've read that a lot of the reason why Yahoo was doing this was because they didn't have oversight of the people who were working. And so even though you might have 70 or 80% of the people that would work effectively at home, they didn't have oversight of the other 20%. So I'm in total agreement with Corey. I think Ms. Meyer has, I think maybe she's making some decisions based on some outside influences from who knows where since she took over. We're gonna have a lull.
Awkward.
Don't say that. Penn says, I want you to read that.
Penn says, I'm not a big makeup girl, but if I curl my hair a bit, I feel unstoppable. Penn, Sweet Minerals is not about putting on a clown face. It is not, no. Most women who put on their makeup do not feel they have a clown face. Now, whether or not they should be told as such, that remains to be seen. But back to my original point, Penn, just a tiny bit of makeup can go a long way. And makeup was originally created to enhance your beauty because all women are beautiful. It's just a matter of what level you would like to take it to. Sweet Minerals has enough selective packages, options that you can put on a little tiny bit of eyeshadow, which by the way, one pot of our eye flavor should last you anywhere from 12 to 18 months. And I have to say, it's less expensive than going down to your local Sephora. And it's a pure mineral pigment. So, Penn, thank you for your comment.
Here's one from, I can't read that. Crystal
Edford.
There you go, thanks.
I wish I knew how to apply makeup. Crystal, what would you like to know? Tell me more. I would be willing to give you an online tutorial, a personal consultation. Why are you hitting my leg?
Nothing, I'm just looking at
I would really like, if you're interested, please contact me and I will give you my email address, my Facebook address, and we can work something out. I would love to teach you how to apply makeup. It doesn't have to be full face makeup. It doesn't have to be a particular type of makeup. It's just about learning. And ultimately that's what we're created for, is to continue learning and growing. And what's the word I'm looking for, please?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
As human beings,
yes.
When we learn, we grow, and we flourish, we
go outside of our boundaries of comfort.
We grow.
We grow.
It's about growing.
Okay, so you need to talk to her.
Who, her?
Crystal. She just texted us. Corey, I got something for you. I've been looking at some of the information that you and I have been chatting at back and forth. Back to the technology part of the conversation. One of the things I've noticed is that, and it kind of bugs me on a personal level, but from a business perspective, I see some of the people in Sweet Minerals, in other companies as well, where they have one account for Twitter, for Facebook, for Instagram, etc., a lot of the social outlets that they're using. And there's a danger there because using it as their personal account as well as their business account, it doesn't give them a whole lot of removal from if they make a poor comment or if they say something that could be potentially inflammatory to someone else who may be reading their Twitter feed. I don't know if anybody has read or knows of The Onion. Now it's a satirical newspaper. It's both paper and online. And during the Oscars recently, one of the tweeters, one of the tweeple that runs The Onion's page, made a really poor comment. Now, granted, it was not meant to be malicious because that's just not the way The Onion is. But even then, when it was a corporate Twitter account, they got some serious backlash from what they said. So just imagine something that it could have been taken out of context and it was poorly taken, being damaging to a corporate account. Just imagine some of the personal things you may say that someone takes out of context, which is why I have actually a couple of different Twitter accounts, a personal account, one for my business, and then another one that I use as my own satirical. So when I want to say something rude and snarky, I can say that, and I don't fear any kickback or any what's that word again?
Repercussions.
Thank you. Repercussions from.
Okay, wait, the quarter came in.
Yeah, he's.
It's funny.
I'm not going to read what you wrote, Corey, but that's pretty funny about the successful women comment. Some of you can read it.
Your secret's safe with us.
It's safe. I'm not going to tell anybody. Okay, so Stacy's on, Corey's on. Thank you, Crystal. I'm going to have Kelly contact you. I think I want to put her Twitter account back up so that you can follow that and kind of get back on that. Corey, we're talking about what you said about you like connecting with successful women. See, that's a statement that could be potentially taken out of context the wrong way. People who don't know you or understand your sense of humor. What was the other thing we were going to talk about? There was the social media outlets. Oh, got it, Corey. See, I didn't know that. See? Oh, I was going to say that conversation and communication, if you've ever been through a speech class or any kind of communications class, you'll know that a lion's share of communication is nonverbal. So emoticons kind of help, but if someone tweets something and it's just a straight text, there's a lot that can be missed. Am Schaffner said, Corey, I think you're smart enough to separate personal and business. I do that too. I talk about a lot of inappropriate things on my personal account. So am I pronouncing that correctly, Am Schaffner? I know you'll tweet here in a second. And that is beneficial to keep it separate. People have personal lives, and if you guys are out there talking to clients, you're not going to want them to know everything about you. There's got to be a separation between the two. Great. Seriously?
What do you ladies want to know about? What do you want to know about makeup? What would you like to know about life? I don't claim to know all the answers, but I'll try, and I'll certainly give you my opinion.
That's not it.
Now I'm just stammering around.
There's no questions, technology.
We have hecklers. We have hecklers in the background because we had some people for dinner tonight, and they can hear us in the background as we're doing this, and it's quite humorous.
You see a smile from time to time, and it doesn't make sense why. We're normal folks, I promise.
Okay, so Crystal. Crystal, you are a fitness buff. And one of the things that women are faced with, there are a lot of women who are, believe it or not, it took me a long time to get over the hump of not wanting to go to the gym without makeup. And once I had my 5th child, I was just like, oh, it doesn't matter. Really, who's caring? Who looks? But I still kind of cared a little bit. When I found Sweet Minerals, one of their claims to fame is that it's an 18-hour long-lasting wear, 100% money-back guarantee when it's applied properly or via the instructional. And one of the things that they claim is that their makeup is water resistant. It's not water repellent, but it's water resistant. And it's sweat resistant. So I wore it to the gym. And I had already gotten over my insecurity of going to the gym without makeup. So here I am again back at the gym with makeup. And the only thing that went south through, and I do an intense workout because I love to sweat. And because I've got 5 kids to work off. So one of the things I did was put this to the test. And I've also put it through the test of summer, heat, humidity, sleep. I've had several people sleep in it, and I have pictures to prove it. They have woke up the next morning flawless. So Crystal, this would be a really good time for you if it's something that you're interested in. It would definitely pass your fitness test. So that's yet another plug for Sweet Minerals. The makeup speaks for itself, and that's primarily why I love it. The other thing that I love is that because it's an all-female company right now, we have a huge support system. And at any given time of my day, even if it's a personal issue, I am able to get a hold of someone and say, can I just vent to you for a little bit? Can you just listen to me? And they will. And if you don't want a solution offer, they won't offer you a solution. If you do want an opinion, they'll give it. Sweet Minerals is one of the most flexible companies I've ever worked with. And I spent over half my life in university. I was a nurse, physical therapist, chiropractic nurse, kindergarten teacher actually elementary education teacher. And then I became a stay-at-home mom permanently. Then I became a self-taught artist. So for what it's worth, I've been around the block, employment-wise, and it fits the bill.
Yes, Jen.
Hi. Okay.
All right, so everyone, we've been talking with now it's Philip, right? Philip.
Just Phil's fine.
Phil, okay. Phil.
Phil.
All right, Kelly and Phil.
1 L.
Thank you.
Telling people spelled it with 2 L's.
Well, my name is spelled with 2 N's, so I can kind of understand. But although you remove the iffer and it makes sense, is there Philip is 2 L's?
No, it's just 1 L.
1 L?
That's why it's always confusing why people try to spell it with Phil with 2 L's.
There you go. So, all right. So, thank you so much for being on the show or on our after party, or hosting our after party. You guys did a great job.
Thanks for having us.
And a huge thank you to Chrissy, because Chrissy I asked her, I was like, is there someone within your sales force that would be maybe interested in doing this? And she was like, maybe, let me ask. And you guys totally, like she was saying, you jumped up on Skype with her at midnight, talk about balance and parenting and all of that stuff. Like you were saying, Kelly, you have 5 kids.
Yes.
5 kids, and you do homeschooling and flexible hours and trying to build a lifestyle around your family and your ideals, which I think is fantastic. So before we end our after party, I'll still be on Twitter for a couple more minutes, but I'm going to be uploading everything. If you want to get everything first, go to youtube.com/YFentrepreneur and subscribe to our channel, and you'll be the first one to see everything from tonight. Tell us where we can find you online, both of your companies.
You first. Ladies first.
I don't remember. I'm really sorry. This is a good thing that I have him because I have email, kellyhenderson67@gmail.com. I have Facebook, Sweet Minerals with Kelly. And then there's a sweetminerals.com website where you can find me as a consultant or a founding member on there. And I also have Twitter at SweetminKelly. And that would be me.
And I'm on quite a few different places. Twitter, easiest places would be Twitter and Facebook. And fortunately, nobody's got anything close to the name of Dust Jacket Tech. So if you just Google Dust Jacket Tech, it'll come up with several different accounts.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being the after party host for tonight. You did a fantastic job. And thank you, of course, to Chrissy of sweetminerals.com, who we talked with earlier, who's building a direct sales company, which a number of you might have been introduced to the business model, like I was saying, by Utoria, who we had on earlier, the 16-year-old who's trying to revolutionize the way high schoolers make money. And I think, Chrissy, what she was saying about the way that moms make money, too, is really the mission behind what they're doing. I think it's fantastic work. So, again, you guys, thank you so much for hosting the after party tonight. And make sure everyone looks for the recording at youtube.com/YFentrepreneur. Subscribe if you're watching this on here, because we do this every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. This has been Jennifer Dono with Young Female Entrepreneurs. I hope all of you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you next weekend, or next week.